Get this through your skull. No one is coming to save you. You're the only one who can drag yourself out of the swamp of your own weakness. Every single one of you has a psychotic mind locked inside, but it's been held back. It's been tamed. And that's exactly why you're stuck. Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop blaming the world. The truth is far uglier than you want to admit. You're a joke if you let others fool you into thinking you can't change. You're a coward if you let fear, doubt, or any of the weak excuses people throw at you control your destiny. You think you're the only one who has pain, the only one who has suffered? Wake up. The world doesn't care. They won't pity you. But your psychotic mind, that will protect you from the liars and the jokers trying to bring you down, if you only let it. You've been told that you need to calm down, that you need to play nice. But here's the truth. The world is a battlefield, and only the ruthless survive. You've been lying to yourself for too long. You've allowed yourself to be manipulated, to be dragged into the quicksand of other people's agendas. They told you to play small, to make excuses for your failures, to take the easy road. They made you believe that compromise was the answer to your problems, that making others comfortable was a sign of strength. But you know what? That's a lie. You're not weak. Your mind is built for war, but you've been too soft, too afraid to let it take control. You let jokers and liars invade your space, feed you false stories, and sell you empty promises. And you bought it. Why? Because it's easier to believe in the lie than to face the truth about your own potential. Here's the reality. Every single person you've met, every voice that's told you to be quiet, to slow down, to follow the herd, has been a parasite. They've tried to drain the life out of you because they knew your power and they feared it. And you've let them. You've spent too much time listening to their advice, their empty words, and their comfort. You think they care? No, they don't. They want you to stay weak. They want you to stay complacent. They want you to stay comfortable in your little bubble of lies. Why? Because if you break out, if you unleash the psychotic power of your mind, they lose. The truth is, your mind was never meant to be comfortable. It wasn't built to sit idly by. It was forged in fire. It was designed to tear down everything that stands in your way. And yet you've been protecting people who only bring you down. You've been shielding the jokers and liars who feed you distractions, who get off on seeing you stuck. They laugh at you behind your back. They tell you, you're fine, just take it easy. They don't want you to rise. Because when you do, when you tap into that psychotic warrior mind of yours, you'll crush them. And they know it. This isn't just about surviving anymore. This is about domination. Your psychotic mind isn't meant to protect weak, lazy people. It's meant to destroy everything in its path that tries to keep you from your ultimate power. Your mind is a weapon, and it's time to use it. Let me make this crystal clear. No one can fool you anymore. No one can play their games, pull their tricks, or hold you back. If they do, it's because you're letting them. You've been making excuses for why you can't succeed. It's too hard. I'm not ready. Maybe next time. That's all weakness, and it ends now. You've been in a cage built by your own hands. A cage that protects liars, jokers, and every excuse you've ever made. That's the prison you're in. And now the doors are wide open. But are you going to walk out? Or are you going to stay locked inside, letting them drag you back into the dark? Here's your wake-up call. If you don't move, if you don't rise, you'll die in the cage you've built for yourself. But you have the power to break free right now. You have the ability to unleash that psychotic mind of yours and tear down every last wall that's been holding you back. The battle starts here, right now, and you are your own weapon. Now get ready. It's time to wake up, and there's no going back. You've been fed lies. You've swallowed them whole. And now you're drowning in the poison they injected into your mind. It's time to face the truth. You believed every single word. You've allowed your life to be controlled by false stories, by the people who told you that you weren't good enough, that you couldn't, or that you didn't deserve success. Those are the lies, and they've been ruling your life far too long, but no more. First of all, let's talk about the biggest lie. You're not ready. How many times have you told yourself that? I'm not ready for this. I need more time. I don't have the skills yet. Shut up. That's nothing but fear wrapped in a pretty little excuse. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, if you're waiting for the world to hand you a golden ticket to success, you'll be waiting until you rot in the ground. Life doesn't wait for you to get comfortable. It doesn't pause to let you catch up. It moves, and you better move with it. The truth is, you'll never be ready. Ready is a lie. There is no perfect time. There is no magical moment where you'll feel like you've got it all together. The moment you start believing that readiness is real, you've already lost the war. What you need is action. What you need is to fight, to fail, and to keep fighting. It's the only way to win. Stop waiting for readiness to arrive. It's never going to come. But you can choose to make today your starting point. You've been lied to about your worth too. They told you that you had to prove yourself to others, that you had to earn the respect of the world, that you had to fit into their narrow, broken little boxes to be successful. Who the hell are they to tell you that? Who are they to define what you can and cannot do? You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You need nothing from them but to watch you burn through every obstacle in your path. These are the lies they want you to believe because it keeps you in check. It keeps you weak. They tell you to wait your turn and play nice. They want you to stay in line. They want you to stay small so they can feel comfortable. The moment you stop playing by their rules is the moment you start winning. But let me make one thing clear, their rules don't matter. You think the world is fair? It's not. You think life is all about doing the right thing and being nice? That's a lie. The world doesn't reward the meek or the mild. It doesn't care how many hours you've worked, how much effort you've put in. It rewards the ruthless, the aggressive, the ones who take what they want and crush anyone who stands in their way. You're not going to get far by being nice. Here's another lie you've been sold. It's not your fault. They told you it's the economy, your upbringing, your bad luck. Bullshit. Stop being a victim. You've been playing the victim card for far too long, and look where it's gotten you. Nowhere. The world doesn't care about your circumstances. The world doesn't care that you had a hard childhood, that you faced hardships. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll stop making excuses and start taking control of your life. The truth is, your circumstances don't define you. What defines you is what you choose to do with them. You think the successful people out there had it easy? Hell no. They fought, they sacrificed, they suffered, and that's exactly what you need to do. Stop blaming the world for where you are. Take accountability. The only person responsible for your failures is you. But the good news? The only person who can change that is also you. Let's talk about the next lie, the one that keeps you in a state of comfortable misery. I'll try again later. You're so comfortable with the idea of failure that you've convinced yourself it's just part of the process. You say, I'll get to it next time. I'll try again next year. No, you won't. You're lying to yourself again. Every time you say next time, you're just putting off the inevitable. You're digging your own grave, and each next time is just one more nail in the coffin. The moment you say, I'll try again later, you're admitting defeat. You're choosing weakness. No more later, no more excuses. This is the time. This is your last shot at reclaiming your power, your future, your life. Do you really want to look back in 5 years and regret everything you could have done? Everything you could have been? And here's the final lie. Success is for other people, not for you. You've convinced yourself that the greats, the winners, the ones with the power, they were somehow chosen, special, better than you. You've told yourself you'll never make it because you're not as smart, not as talented, not as lucky. You've fallen into the trap of comparing yourself to people who have already made it. You watch them, you envy them, and you think it's too late for you. But here's the real truth. Success isn't a gift. It's a war. Every successful person had to fight for what they have. They didn't sit around hoping and praying for an opportunity. They went out and made their own opportunities. They didn't wait for someone to hand them the key to success. They broke down the door themselves. And so can you. If you've been believing these lies, it's time to stop. It's time to wake up. Stop telling yourself that you can't. Stop telling yourself that you're not enough. Stop telling yourself that success is reserved for others. The only thing that's been holding you back is your own bullshit excuses. There is no magic formula. There's no secret. There's only brutal action, only relentless determination. If you're not willing to fight for what you want, then get out of the way. Because the ones who are willing to bleed for it, to sacrifice everything for it, will take everything. And guess what? You can be one of them. You just have to stop believing the lies. They've been telling you that you're not enough, but that's their fear speaking. They're scared of your potential. They know that if you tap into the power that's been dormant inside you, you'll tear everything down. You'll take what's rightfully yours. So, here's your final warning. Stop buying into the lies. Stop playing the victim. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop believing that success is for other people. Success is yours for the taking, but only if you're ready to face the truth and fight for it. Now get up, get out there, and don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't. All right, let's cut the crap. No more sugarcoating, no more lies. Let's talk about the real issue at hand. You're weak. Yes, I said it. Weak. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself. Get mad at the fact that you've allowed yourself to sink into this pit of mediocrity for far too long. You've been living in denial, pretending that you're doing your best. But let's face it, you're not. And deep down, you know it. Here's the raw truth. You're not going to get anywhere by being soft. You think you can coast through life doing the bare minimum and then just pray for a miracle? You're out of your mind. The world doesn't owe you anything. If you want something, you've got to take it. You've got to earn it. With sweat, with blood, with effort that would break the average person. Because guess what? The average person won't make it. The average person will die weak, unnoticed, and forgotten. If you want to stand out, you've got to rise above mediocrity. And guess what? It's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to break you. But here's the reality check. That's exactly what you need. Pain is your ticket to power. You have to suffer. You have to be discomforted in ways you never imagined. Because without that pain, you won't grow. You're weak because you've allowed yourself to remain in your comfort zone for too long. You've convinced yourself that the world is supposed to cater to your needs, that the universe should hand you success on a silver platter. But the truth, the world doesn't care. No one is coming to save you. You are your own salvation, and if you don't take control now, you'll be swept aside, like the countless others who couldn't handle the pressure. Let's be clear. You were never meant to live like this. You weren't born to exist in a loop of mediocrity, to chase false dreams, to pretend that everything is fine when deep down, you know it's not. You've been comfortably numb, avoiding the hard work, the sacrifice, the blood, sweat, and tears that are required to actually build something. It's not easy. It's never been easy. But it's the only way to earn what you want. You've been hiding behind excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have the resources. I'll do it tomorrow. Every single excuse you make is a brick in the wall you've built around yourself. And that wall, it's trapping you in. It's your prison. And until you tear it down, you'll remain stuck. Forever. And you don't want that. Here's another hard truth. You're not entitled to success. You're not entitled to an easy life. You think you've worked hard? You think you've sacrificed? Look around you. Every successful person out there has been through hell and back. They didn't wait for the right moment. They didn't wait for the stars to align. They took what they wanted no matter the cost. They fought for it and they kept fighting until they had nothing left to give. And you know what? That's what it takes. You don't get to sit back and hope for a good outcome. You have to fight for everything you want. And that fight is ugly. It's brutal. It's a war. A war against your own weaknesses. A war against the fear that holds you back. A war against the comfort that tells you to quit. Now let's address the most insidious lie of all. I'm doing my best. Don't you dare say that to me. No, you're not. Your best is an excuse to keep doing the bare minimum. Your best is a shield that lets you sleep at night, thinking that you're good enough when you're not. Your best isn't good enough. Not until you're bleeding. Not until you've exhausted every ounce of your energy. Not until you've crushed every obstacle in your path. You can do better. You can always do better. You've got a fire in you, a force that's waiting to explode. But you've been holding it back, afraid of the pain, afraid of the chaos, afraid of the price you'll have to pay. But guess what? You will pay that price anyway. It's just a matter of whether you're going to pay it in strength or weakness. Think of the pain as your teacher. Every obstacle, every failure, every time you get knocked down, it's all preparing you for something greater. It's molding you. It's making you stronger. You have to endure the fire to become the steel. It's the only way. The moment you stop running from the pain is the moment you become unstoppable. But it's not just about the pain. It's about what you do with it. You have a choice. You can let pain defeat you, or you can let it forge you. You can let failure break, Or you can let it fuel you. You have to decide right now, once and for all, whether you want to be a fighter or a quitter. And I know what you're thinking, but I'm scared. Good. Fear means you're alive. It means you're about to do something that matters. If you're not scared, then you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Fear isn't a weakness, it's a signal that you're stepping into territory that's going to test everything you've got. And that's exactly where you need to be. I don't care if you're scared. Get in there anyway. Every time you act in the face of fear, you build resilience. You build strength. You arm yourself for the next battle. So here's the raw truth one more time. You are weak. But you don't have to stay that way. You have the power to change it. You have the ability to destroy your own limitations. You have the will to rise above the weak version of yourself that's been holding you back. But only you can do it. The world won't do it for you. Your friends won't do it for you. Your family won't do it for you. This is your fight and you have to choose to win. So get off your ass, get to work, and stop pretending that this shit is easy. It's not. It's never going to be. But you know what? It's worth it. And you're worth it. Let's talk about the consequences. Let's talk about what happens when you don't make a change. When you keep choosing to stay weak, to stay comfortable, to stay mediocre. Let's talk about the inevitable death of your potential. You think you have time. You think there's no rush. You think you can keep pushing it off, keep telling yourself, tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll be better. But here's the truth. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Today is all you have. And if you waste today, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of regret. Think about the path you're on. Right now, you might be fooling yourself. You might be telling yourself that you're trying, or that you're working on it. But deep down, you know the truth. You're stuck. And as long as you remain stuck, you're getting further and further from where you need to be. Every second that passes is a second you can't get back. Let me break it to you bluntly. You are running out of time. Every day you waste, you get further from your potential. Every day you waste, someone else is working harder than you, pushing further than you, growing stronger than you. You think you have time to change. The world doesn't wait for you. The world doesn't slow down to give you a chance to catch up. It keeps moving. And if you don't move with it, you'll get left behind. Imagine this. You keep sleeping on your potential. You keep procrastinating, making excuses, holding back. And then one day, you wake up. You're 10, 20, 30 years older, and you've got nothing to show for it. No legacy, no impact, no story to tell. You'll look back and realize that all the time you thought you had, you wasted it. The chances you had to change, to rise, to make something of yourself, you let them slip away. Here's what happens when you stay weak. You become irrelevant. You fade into the background, unnoticed, unimportant, forgotten. The world moves on without you. And there's no one coming to pick you up. Nobody's going to give you a seat at the table. If you want in, you have to take it. And if you don't, fight for it. You'll be left begging for scraps. And here's the coldest truth of all. People will start to forget you. They'll see you as weak, as someone who never pushed past their limits, as someone who settled. They won't care about your excuses. You can tell them about your struggles, your hardships. But if you haven't shown that you can fight, that You can rise above it all. They won't care. People respect results, not stories. Let's break it down further. What happens when you don't make the change? You become stagnant. Your mind atrophies. You stop growing. You stop evolving. And when you stop growing, you start dying. The world will leave you behind. Your dreams will die, slowly suffocated by the weight of your own inaction. Think about it. The person you could have been, the one who took risks, who pushed the limits, who didn't settle for just enough, and that person never comes into existence. They die in the realm of what-ifs. You die with 100 regrets, 1,000 moments where you could have fought harder, pushed further, gone faster. But you didn't. When you're weak, you're a liability. You don't just hurt yourself, you hurt everyone around you. You waste time, you waste potential, you waste the resources you have. And no one will give you sympathy. No one is going to feel sorry for you when you end up with nothing to show for it. The world doesn't care if you're tired, if you're hurt, if you're feeling down. It doesn't care if you've been through hardship. It only cares if you deliver. This is the truth you need to face. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to give you another shot, another opportunity, another chance. It's now or never. You either act now, or you face a future that is nothing but regret, wasted effort, and a life that never lived up to its full potential. Do you think you're the only one struggling? Do you think you're the only one fighting against the odds? Everyone has their battles, but those who win, those who succeed, those who rise above, they don't wait for the perfect moment. They don't wait for the stars to align. They take what they want. And those who don't, they fade into the background. They become nothing but a whisper in the wind. Forgotten. Pathetic. The price of weakness is your future. And that price is steep. You're gambling with your life every day you stay stuck. Every moment you waste, you push yourself further away from the person you were meant to become. And when you're lying on your deathbed looking back on the life you could have had, the only thing you'll feel is regret. So here's the reality. Your weakness doesn't just affect you. It affects everyone around you. It affects the people who depend on you, the people who need you to show up, to fight, to rise. You're not just hurting yourself when you stay weak. You're hurting everyone who could have benefited from your strength. Let that sink in for a second. The world is counting on you to rise. Your family, your friends, your community. They need you to become the person you were meant to be. And every day you waste, you make them weaker too. Every day you don't act, you rob them of the opportunity to see you at your best. But you know what? The only person who can fix this is you. No one else is going to change it for you. You have to take responsibility now. You have to take control, and you have to stop blaming anyone or anything else. The moment you accept responsibility for where you are right now, you'll take the first step toward breaking free from weakness. But you need to wake up. You need to understand the weight of what's at stake. If you don't change now, if you don't act right now, you'll be one of the countless others who looked back at their life with nothing but regret. And trust me, you don't want to be that person. So here's the question. What are you going to do about it? You feel it, don't you? That fire inside of you. The anger, the frustration, the hunger for something bigger, something better. It's there, lurking beneath the surface. It's been there all along. waiting for the right moment to explode. Well, that moment is now. You've been living in the darkness for too long. You've been sitting in that place of weakness, in that place of fear, of doubt. But not anymore. Not today. Today, you rise. Today, you take control. Today, you shatter the chains that have been holding you back. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been trying to convince yourself that you couldn't do it, that it was too hard, that the obstacles were too big. But deep down you know that's all bullshit. The truth is you've been holding yourself back. You've been the one standing in your own way. And now? Now you're going to destroy every excuse that's kept you small. You're ready to fight. You're ready to burn down the walls that have been keeping you in a cage. You've been walking around like a ghost, stuck in the same cycle, the same routine, the same bullshit. But now it's time to wake up. It's time to take action. You know what separates the winners from the losers? The ability to keep going when everything tells you to quit. Winners don't stop. Winners don't let setbacks define them. Winners don't sit around and wait for things to change. They change them. They fight for what they want. They carve their own path. They refuse to let fear or failure stand in their way. It's time for you to make a choice. Are you going to stay in the same place? Are you going to stay weak, stay comfortable, stay stuck in your own excuses? Or are you going to rise? The fight starts today. Right now. No more waiting. No more hesitation. You've already wasted too much time, too much energy on self-doubt and pity. But guess what? That's over. You're done feeling sorry for yourself. You're done playing small. You're done hiding from the truth. Let me tell you something, life doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't care about how hard you've had it. Life doesn't care about your sob story. The only thing life cares about is your ability to adapt, to move, to fight. If you want to win, if you want to break free from the chains of weakness, you have to rise. You have to fight like a warrior. You've got a choice to make right now. Are you going to be a soldier in your own war? Are you going to rise from the ashes, or are you going to let the flames consume you? Are you going to fight for your future, or are you going to sit back and watch as your dreams slip through your fingers? You've been preparing for this moment your entire life. All the pain, all the struggle, all the setbacks, they weren't for nothing. They were building you into the person you're about to become. Every time you thought about giving up, every time you felt like you were about to break, you were actually growing stronger. You were being forged in the fire, and now? Now you're ready to unleash that strength, but don't get it twisted. This isn't going to be easy. The fight won't be smooth. The road won't be paved. You'll face opposition. You'll face doubt. You'll face resistance. But that's what makes the victory so sweet. That's what makes the struggle worth it. This isn't for the faint of heart. This isn't for those who want to sit back and wait for their hand to be held. This is for the warriors, the fighters, the ones who understand that greatness doesn't come without sacrifice. Greatness doesn't come without pain. Greatness doesn't come without relentless effort. If you want to break free, if you want to become the person you were always meant to be, you have to embrace the pain. You have to face the struggle head on. You have to look fear in the eyes and say, "You don't control me." You have to stop running, stop hiding, stop pretending that everything will just magically fall into place. It won't. You have to make it happen. You're not some fragile little thing that needs to be coddled. You are a warrior. You are a fighter. You are a force to be reckoned with, but you'll never know that, you'll never see that unless you step up. Unless you decide right now that you are no longer going to be the person who hides, who makes excuses, who lets life pass them by. You've got everything you need to win. You've got the drive, the hunger, the fire. You've got the potential to do things that others can only dream of. The only thing standing in your way is you. And the only thing you need to do to destroy that barrier is to commit. Commit to the fight. Commit to the grind. Commit to the process. Commit to your future. No one else is going to do it for you. There's no knight in shining armor coming to rescue you. There's no magic formula that will make everything easy. But there's something far more powerful than that. Your determination. Your willingness to fight for what you want. To push through when everyone else would quit. To rise above the darkness and show the world who you truly are. You've been waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect sign, the perfect time to take action. Well, here it is. The time is now. There's no more excuses, no more waiting. Get in the game. If you don't, you'll get left behind. You'll die in the pit of your own complacency. And trust me, you don't want that. This is your fight. You have everything it takes to win. But you have to make the choice. Rise or die. What will it be? I'm going to make this simple for you. You're either in or you're out. There's no room for half-assed attempts. No more playing nice, no more waiting around, no more hesitation. You know what you need to do. And if you don't do it, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. This isn't just another motivational speech to make you feel good for 5 minutes. This is a call to action. This is your final wake-up call. Your last chance to stop being a spectator in your own life. To stop letting life pass you by while you sit back in fear, doubt, and self-pity. The time for change is now. Stop acting like the world owes you anything. No one owes you a thing. You owe it to yourself to become the person you were meant to be. You owe it to yourself to stop being weak, to stop making excuses, to stop playing the victim. This is your life. And you can either keep allowing fear to run it, or you can take control and fight back. It's up to you. What I'm saying is this. You don't have time to waste. The clock is ticking. The longer you wait, the further you fall behind. And the worst part? You know it. You know that every day you put this off is a day wasted. You can sit around and complain about your circumstances. But guess what? The world doesn't care. The world doesn't stop. Time doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop for anyone. So why should you? You've already been given everything you need to win. You have the tools, the mindset, the strength. Now it's time to use them. No more planning. No more waiting. No more dreaming. Act. Think about it. What's going to happen if you don't do this? You'll stay stuck. You'll stay in the same miserable cycle day after day, month after month, year after year. Is that really what you want? To live a life of mediocrity? To live a life of excuses and regrets? No. You're better than that. You were born for more. But you'll never reach that more unless you make the decision today to stop being afraid. To stop playing small. To stop letting everyone and everything tell you that you can't. Listen, you know that person you keep pretending to be? The person who's too scared to fail? The person who's too comfortable to push past their limits? That's not you. That's a lie. You're stronger than that. You're more capable than that, but you'll never see that until you stop sitting on the sidelines. until you stop waiting for permission. You don't need permission, you just need to do. You're standing at the edge of everything you've ever wanted, and all you have to do is step off. But it's not going to be easy. This is not going to be a smooth ride. If you want success, if you want greatness, you'll have to fight for it. You'll have to claw and scrape and push through every obstacle in your path. You'll have to burn away the parts of you that are weak, that are scared, that want to give up. But you can do it, because deep down, you already know. You know you're capable. You know that every challenge, every setback, every failure is just one more lesson, one more step forward. You know you're not done yet. You know you've only scratched the surface of what you can achieve. And you know you're ready to break through the next level. So here's the bottom line. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to tell you it's your time. It's your time. Right now. You've been given everything you need. You've been given the strength, the skills, the desire, and now it's time to show the world who the hell you are. The question isn't whether you're going to succeed. The question is, are you going to show up? You've been waiting for the perfect moment. You've been waiting for the right circumstances, the right opportunity, the right time. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is no perfect opportunity. There is only now. And if you don't take action now, if you don't step up and make it happen, you'll never know what you were capable of. You'll never know what you could have been. You'll die with regrets, wishing you had done more, been more, fought harder. You're better than that. So stop waiting. Make the choice now. Rise, or stay the same. There is no middle ground. You're either in the fight or you're out. And if you choose to fight, if you choose to rise above your fear and doubt, then nothing will stop you. This is your moment. Grab it, own it, and let nothing stand in your way. Move, now.